All right, guys. So we have some not so good news today as the greatest mayor in New York City history and the leading lawyer for the Trump campaign, Rudy Giuliani, has tested positive for COVID. Okay. And he's currently in the hospital at Georgetown University Medical Center, in which he is receiving treatment for the virus. Now, he has come out on Twitter and basically said, hey, thank everybody for their prayers and kind wishes. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. We're recovering quickly and keeping up with everything. Now, obviously, this is a serious situation. Rudy is up there in his 70s. So he would be considered in the high risk group. So when older people do get the virus, I do take it very, very, very seriously. Regardless of what the numbers are with the lower age groups, I think that, anybody older, even if they get the flu or any other type of disease, I think it's important to really take it seriously. But the left, of course, the tolerant left, could not help but try to take a victory lap in regards to Rudy Giuliani getting COVID. But yet, they want us to have unity. But before we get in that, my name is Greg Foreman, and you're watching a Black Conservative Perspective. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black Conservative Perspective, aka a leftist worst nightmare. You can also follow me on Twitter at gforemanbcp. Let's get it. All right, guys. So, as I stated, Rudy has COVID, and the leftists have come out of the closet on Twitter and on social media trying to get back at Rudy Giuliani and talking about how, oh, you were so irresponsible, and saying that he had bought this on himself and that, he's getting the best healthcare in the world that he doesn't really deserve, and that he should give up his hospital bed if he's, really doing well. Just all types of just reckless rhetoric being directed at Rudy Giuliani. I mean, it's really just a lot of vitriol and hate coming from the left, just because they don't agree with his political views. And then in particular, we have Cenk Uygur from TYT, who could not help but to give the most sarcastic response to this news that honestly I've ever seen. Take a look.
All right, guys. Rudy Giuliani has coronavirus, and he has already been checked into a hospital. He's 76 years old. I'm going to have some of the details in a second. Do I mind doing like a plug, for example, when it's a serious situation like Rudy Giuliani, former mayor of New York, current lawyer to the president, having coronavirus? Okay. I mean, he does. I mean, are we supposed to have sympathy? He went all around the country without a mask, doing his fake hearings, let alone the real hearings where he got basically humiliated himself. We should have known from the brain juice leaking. So is this disrespectful? I'm sorry, because you guys told the whole country not to wear masks. You guys told the whole country coronavirus was no big deal. And now when you all get coronavirus, are we really supposed to genuinely have sympathy? Is that what we're supposed to do? I mean, even you guys would tell us not to have sympathy. It's no big deal. It's a hoax. It's no big deal. We're turning the corner. So Rudy turned the corner right into the hospital. That's a break he caught. It's not really a break, though. It's not luck. I mean, these Republicans have been smearing coronavirus all over themselves for the last couple of months. So almost all of them have had it. I mean, the disparity between the number of Republican politicians and Democratic politicians that have it is unbelievable. Almost every Republican's had it. Why? Because they go around going, hey, how you doing? You got coronavirus? There you go. Oh, hey. Oh, my God, I have it. You got to give me sympathy. No deal. He went to Georgetown University Hospital. He put out some benign statement that sounds like he's going to be okay. But it's the same exact kind of statement Herman Cain put out right before he died. So is Rudy going to die? I have no idea. I'm not his doctor. Damn it, Jim. I'm not a doctor. I'm a talk show host. Rudy has our thoughts and prayers. I mean, that's the only thing they ever offer, right? So here, right back at you, Rudy. Thoughts. I'll throw in prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Have at it, okay? So look, he's 76 years old. He's an obvious mess. Should you be concerned about his health? Yes. As a progressive, I wish him well. Okay. But I am concerned. I mean, if he's not concerned, he's an idiot. He is an idiot. So he should be concerned enough not to get it in the first place. What happened to your stupid around the corner? What happened to your stupid? It'll magically disappear. Hey, why don't you call Rudy and tell him, oh yeah, don't worry, it'll magically disappear. And look, a lot of people get better, and I, hope that Rudy does, and likely he'll be okay. But he's 76 and he has brain juice leaking from his head. So,
all right, guys. So a couple things here, man. The thing is that people on the left try to act like they're high and mighty, right? They're above the right morally. That's the big thing on the left. We're morally above you guys. But when it comes down to actually using moral and values, they just fail. They fail. Cenk, all he had to do is just come up there and just say, hey, Rudy has the virus. I hope he gets better. If anything, this is just more proof that you should take the virus seriously and just stop at that. Right? That's what he should have said. If he really wanted to be above it all. No, can't do it. Chunk has to take a victory lap. Right? First, he tries to say, well, no, we shouldn't have any sympathy for him. Regardless of how you feel about somebody politically, it is most of the time, 99% of the time, unless it's somebody like, Hitler or some like evil maniac, right? A serial killer, you should, have some sympathy for people who get diseases, right? If somebody smokes cigarettes and they get cancer, I'm still going to feel bad for them, even if it may be their fault, right? Even if they were negligent about their health, I'm still going to feel bad for them. Just like I'll feel bad for somebody who was obese and had a heart attack, right? Like that's just comes with being a decent human being, a decent person. Is like feeling sympathy for people, even if they put themselves, in a certain situation. And we don't know. I don't know what Rudy's doing. Just because he got it doesn't mean that it was necessarily his fault that he got it. Personally, I haven't seen Trump or Rudy be particularly anti-mask. The only thing I've ever seen them say is that, hey, you know what? Freedom. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't, I'm not going to get on you about it and say you're a bad person if you don't. That to me is probably a better summary of what their stance actually is. And I think that that's a stance of, hey, I don't want to be authoritarian. Hey, I don't want to be a fascist. So even if you disagree with that and you believe that, there should be mask mandates and that everybody should wear masks, again, it doesn't give you the right to just be a butthole when somebody gets a disease or, when something bad happens to somebody. Say, oh, I told you so, and take a victory lap. It's not the time, right? When Justice Ginsburg passed away, I didn't see conservatives or even mainstream conservative talk shows hosts or news people going on TV and being like, oh, I didn't agree with her policies, right? She was for abortion, so therefore, forget her. She can rot in hell. I didn't see too much of that. I didn't see any of that at all. But again, leftists can't wait till somebody on the right ends up being in a bad situation before they can take a victory lap. And then on top of that, he proceeds to sarcastically make crude remarks about thoughts and prayers. Oh man, thoughts and prayers. You can have them. Now, regardless of whether or not you think thoughts and prayers do anything, regardless of your religious beliefs, you should at least be thoughtful enough to respect other people's religion, right? If I'm a Christian and I believe that prayers work, right? That's fine. You shouldn't mock me because I believe that prayers work or that prayer may have some impact, regardless of what you believe, because I wouldn't mock you if you had a certain religion or if you was another faith and you believe that your prayers work or what you do is the right thing. I'm not going to mock you for it, so you shouldn't mock me for it. But again, to me, I feel like being on the right, I'm consistent in that aspect, in my opinion, in which I don't wish harm on anybody because their political opinion is different than mine. And the left did the same exact thing they're doing to Rudy Giuliani, the same thing they did to Herman Cain. You notice how Cenk was like, well, Herman Cain said he was feeling great right before he died. I mean, just kind of implying that, okay, Rudy might die. Right? Even if that's true, and again, I hope that does not happen, right? Why bring it up? Why even talk about it? Herman Cain, rest in peace to him. Like, he died from COVID and other comorbidities. There's no need for you to continue to spit on his grave and to continue to talk down on him just because you feel like you have the moral high ground. Again, this is the type of stuff, man, where the left claims to be tolerant. The left claims they want unity. But when it comes time to be tolerant and to have unity, they fail to do so. But then they want the right to unite with them. They want the right to understand where they're coming from and to get on board with them when they're not even willing to take layups. This is a layup. Just don't say nothing. If you're going to say something, say, hey, I disagree with Rudy Giuliani politically, but I hope he gets better. That's a layup, man. At least it shows that, okay, you're a decent person. You're somebody that, okay, regardless of your political beliefs, you know what? I'm a decent human being. But Cenk Uygur shows time and time again that he's not a decent human being. And that the left, you know, is going to wish bad on the right, and they're going to wish bad on people just because their political opinions are different from theirs. Right? So, like I said, man, my thoughts and prayers are with Rudy Giuliani. I hope he gets better. I'm sure that, you know, he'll be able to fight it. He's a strong guy. You know, he's been putting in this work, trying to defend this election in favor of President Trump. And again, you know, I take this very seriously, you know, because he is a lot older. So I'm hoping and praying the best for Rudy Giuliani. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.